Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope you guys are doing great today. I'm here today to share with you my finished Dollar Tree journal challenge that I was participating in that Miss Etta was hosting. I will put her link down below in the description box to her challenge. You guys are still welcome to join it if you want. You're never too late, and it's something that you want to do for this month. You can do it as well, however you want to do it. Well, anyways, I completed my journal, and there were certain prompts. There were 12 prompts to do. So here's my journal, and there was 12 prompts to do. What I did was the projects part of it. I did do the prompts, maybe about 2 or 3 of them, but mostly it was just the projects that I worked on, because actually I want to give this to someone, to a friend of mine, and I just want to give it to her as a gift. So that's why I created it, and yeah, and she can fill it out however she wants. Now, so I used I will put the link to my video where I share the supplies that I used, that I wanted to use for this journal, and it's all from Dollar Tree. Everything is from Dollar Tree. So this cover is from a gift bag that I had purchased. I love the bag, so I used the cover. I used the gift bag as a cover, and I still have one side of the gift bag left. I pretty much used everything, including this color that was on the sides, and whatever was scraps that was left from when I trimmed this down, I used it inside for some of the prompts. So this was the gift bag. Here's the front, so pretty. I used fabric that I had in my stash, also that I had picked up from Dollar Tree, and then here is the back. I just love it. These corners are from my stash, and I only added it to protect the corners from peeling. So and then I use my gold marker to color it, because it's actually this color. It's like a bronze color, so I colored it gold. This pom-pom trim is also from Dollar Tree. Really pretty. I just love it. So what I used was, I used the pages from one of those notebooks that have verses on it. Really, really pretty. I just loved it. I gutted it out, and then I attached the pages using strips of pink printer paper. So I cut it in 1/2-inch strips, and then I glued it to one another to create this type of binding, because it is a no-sew binding. As you can see, everything is held together with strips of the copy paper, also from Dollar Tree. Alrighty, so let me go ahead and share with you what we were supposed to do each day. It was for 12 days. And the first one was a scripture pocket. So it's create a pocket and tuck in a card with a favorite Bible verse. I created the pocket and I tucked in the card, but I did not put a Bible verse. Like I said, I left it blank so my friend can write whatever she wants. So I used an envelope to create the pocket, and these are the scraps from the Bible verse cards, the prayer cards from Dollar Tree. This is from the gift bag, and I used a scrap of it, so here something can be tucked in. And then here is the envelope, and I used the rest of some of the scraps as well. I covered it, and then inside I used a Bible verse, the paper, the copy paper, and here's a card from Dollar Tree, and I just trimmed it, and because I love the design, the pinks and the purples. And then here in the back she could write whatever she wants. So that's that. Number 2, the second day was prayer tags 2 to 3, and add handmade tags with a personal prayer written on it. I created a tuck spot here on this side. I used fabric. I did use a scrap of the prayer card, and then I covered it with this fabric, and I put pearl trim from Dollar Tree. This flower is also from Dollar Tree, so the stickers. And then here I created my tags using the file folder and using the stamps. So I use the stamps as well from Dollar Tree. Here is from the gift bag. This is a rub-on that says trust. This one I also did some stamping. Another rub-on that says joy, and added one of those butterfly die cuts from Dollar Tree, an old one that I had in my stash. And this one says grace, and I used pearls, did some stamping, and then fabric. And I just used a punch to create the top of the tags. And so yeah, and I didn't write anything in the back, just like I said, she could write whatever she wants in the back. And what I did was I used index cards and I covered it with the pink paper from Dollar Tree. Like I said, everything is from Dollar Tree, so I covered it with the pink paper, and yeah, and here it is. I just love it. That's number 2. The third prompt was gratitude flip out, and so I did a flip out here. I used the rest of the file folder, because I did use a file folder to make my cover, and then I covered it with this paper. Okay, so here is a clip from my stash. I added a doily, pearl trim, again another die cut, and then a flower right here, and there's thread right here, and that thread are scraps from when I use the thread here. I just, you know, frayed it, and I use the thread pieces, so I put it here. Then here is my flip out, like this and like that, and this is what I used from the little prayer box, and then that's the paper, and I just added it there, and then I used the other half of the doily and another die cut, and again thread, and then you just clip it. Really cute. Let's see. Anyways, I'll do it later. And then here's number 4. This is an answered prayer envelope. So I used one of the envelopes that I got in a pack from Dollar Tree, and I covered it, and this was the cover of this paper. And it says, submit to God and be at peace with Him. In this way, prosperity will come to you, from Job 22:21. So what I did was, here's the envelope. And then I made sure to trace this out to cut just half of it. So I only cut half of it, and I added the envelope, the top part. Then here's a die cut, butterfly die cut. I also created this right here, covered the envelope. I cut, punched out with a half circle, and then here is something she can write, a personal prayer, whatever, you know, whatever she wants to write. I added this little page right here. So yeah, this closes. I just love how this came out. And then here, this one I did follow through. I did do this one. This is the Fruit of the Spirit page. So we were to decorate it, focusing on one fruit of the Spirit. So I focused on the word peace, because this journal is about peace, and all the scriptures on each page is about peace. And so I used my sticker label maker, and I wrote out peace. I put the little sticker here on this flower. These are fussy cuts from the gift bag. And here's from Galatians 5:22-23. But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Against such things there is no law. And so I wrote, peace refers to both the inner tranquility of the soul and harmonious relationships with others. It is the peace of God that surpasses all understanding, from Philippians 4:7, and is a result of being justified by faith, Romans 5:1. This peace is also a call to live at peace with others as much as it depends on the believer, Romans 12:18. So I put a scrap of the fabric here. I put a sticker. I I fussy cut the leaves from the gift bag, and I added it there as decoration. And I created a little pocket right here. Really cute. Here is the middle of the page. Here's a doily, and here, this one we were supposed to do a like an encouragement card. So write a note, encouragement as if for a friend, and tuck it. So I went ahead, and what I did is I used a doily, and I created a little pocket using the full part of the card that I trimmed out. So I used that. And then I put Isaiah 41:10. It says, do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. So I put a scrap of the gift bag, and then a seal, a faux wax seal of a butterfly here. And then my encouragement, it says, may God take away all your fears today so that you can rest in His amazing peace. And I put a scrap of fabric and pearls right there, and then just right there. Looks really, really cute. So and then 7 is a scripture cluster, layer scraps, stickers, or embellishments with a verse in the center. So I used the largest die cut of the butterfly, I wrapped it to the page. This one is glued on, and then I created a cluster. So I used again the fabric, and then I used some things that I had on top of my desk, some scraps, and then I cut up a small little verse card, and it says, "In all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your paths." And this is from Proverbs 3:6, and a little flower, crocheted flower, and I put a pearl in the center. And then the next page is tag tuck in. Create a tuck spot that holds at least one decorated tag with scripture or prayer. So what I did is here I did a tuck spot, and it's the other part of the butterfly, and I just glued it here on the bottom so I could tuck something in. And I used a scripture card, which I cut up the scripture. It says, "He will judge the world with justice and rule the nations with fairness," Psalm 9:8. And then I created a tag. I used a napkin that I had from Dollar Tree. I put the sticker that says flowers, gold foil stickers, also from DT, and then my pearls, a piece of scrap fabric, and pearls on top. And then in the back I used this is a piece of file folder and index card, and then I covered it with the pink copy paper, and then I added a die cut for writing on the back, and then I just tuck in like that. And then this one is hidden prayer spots. Make a flap or pocket for a private prayer. So I created a pocket using an envelope from the card set. Here is a scrap of the gift card, a gift bag, and then here's a prayer card, which I trimmed out the decorative part and I just left the center. It says, "I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever," from Psalm 23:6. I added 2 stickers, puffy stickers, a die cut, and some pearls. And then here she could tuck in a prayer or a gratitude note, whatever she wants to do. I created this pocket for her following the prompts that Miss Etta had posted in her page. And then the next page is a worship page. So we were to worship collage, build a collage with Dollar Tree scraps, stickers, or words that represent worship. So I love the worship song that says, "How great is his faithfulness, that his mercies are fresh every morning." And we are currently studying the book of Lamentations at my church. So this was from last Sunday that we read the whole chapter of Lamentations. And so Lamentations 3:23 speaks of, "Great is his faithfulness, his mercies begin afresh each morning." And the song goes, "How great is your faithfulness, that morning by morning new mercies I see." I can't sing it, so I'm not going to even try, but I can say it. So what I did is I put a hymnal that I had in my stash, and these are all scraps that I had in my scrap box. I did a doily right there from DT. Also added some puffy stickers from DT. And again, this is one of those prayer cards and butterfly die cuts and some pearls. So I just love this page. It's so pretty. And then here is a flap, or how you call this, a tip-in. It's a tip-in. So we were supposed to create a tip-in, a page, and add a smaller page attached with washi tape that features a verse, prayer, or doodle. So what I did was I used a index card and I copied it with the copy paper, and I added, these are the scraps of the prayer cards, and then I used also a piece of the fabric to use it as a tip-in, and I did tape it on the back. I put a butterfly die cut, and then I cut up the prayer card. It says, "God will meet all your needs according to the riches of his glory in Jesus Christ." And this is Philippians 4:19. And then this is the last prompt, which is lift the flap verse. Design a flap that hides a scripture or encouragement message underneath. So here I went ahead and I used the back cover of the journal, the notebook. I created a template for this. So what I did was I folded a sheet of paper. I folded it in half so I could create this shape right here. So when I folded it in half twice, I lined it up, and I just went ahead and I traced around only this portion. So only up to the half. So from this corner to this corner. I went ahead and traced it, and I was able to create this die cut, and I fussy cut it. And so I used a hymnal, and then I put the butterfly die cut, the puffy sticker, the fabric, and the Pro Trim. And then here's a little flip. It flips up. I added tape to hold it. And then here I put the scripture card. I trimmed the bottom portion off and I rounded the corners. It says, His divine power has given us everything we need for a godly life. 2 Peter 1:3. So this is my completed journal that I had created for this Dollar Tree Journal Challenge that Miss Etta had hosted. I had so much fun creating this and I can't wait to ship this out to my friends. I hope she likes it and I hope it brings her encouragement and a big smile in her face as well. And so yeah, so I just love how this turned out. It was so cute and it was so much fun to work with. And right now we are currently working on prepping. I'm prepping for for another challenge that's gonna be done that Ms. Eda's hosting, and it's the challenge of creating 30 tags for gratitude this month, the month of November, and I'm so excited to start working on it. I did work on it. I went ahead and I used, I did 5 of these master boards. I used cardstock, and this is 7.5 by 11. So my tags are gonna be smaller. My tags are gonna be 3 by 4, and I'm able to do 6. 3 here on the bottom and 3 on top. So that's how I layered my my paper, my images. I layered it so it could come out nice. And yeah, and I just love it. This is, I used a hymnal, I use book pages. This is shorthand that I had purchased from Amazon and I coffee dyed it, and small Bible pages. And this is from the Book of Psalms. So, and I did that first before I collaged the leaves. And the napkins that I used was this napkin that I just hauled from Dollar Tree. I used this one, and I used this one. So these are my 4. I already cut up 1, but this is the 4 that I did. So that's one of them. And each one is kind of different. This one. And this one. The 6 cards that I made. I'll put this to the side. So here's what I cut apart. That's how they're gonna come out. So I still need to finish them. I need to round the corners. I'm thinking about rounding them and maybe do like a design on top or something. I'm not sure. And what I plan to do with this is I plan to decorate it, add scriptures on top, and do like a tag flip or something. So that's what my plans is to do, to add a scripture every day of Thanksgiving. And I did do a journal last year for be thankful, or I think it's thankful. I don't remember the name of the journal that I created last year for the month of November. So I'm going to go through it and I'm going to pull out those scriptures and add one each day to my tags. And yeah, so that is my project that I've been working on this week, and also my finished Dollar Tree junk journal challenge, my completed journal. So alright everyone, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye.